Hello, everybody. Welcome to our third and final episode in our Ada Lovelace game game chooses who we play series. I don't know what I'll call it yet. We are starting here as the British civilization. Remember, we have Ada, who is 2 science per age when you complete a civic mastery, and culture equal to 50% of your total science when you complete a tech mastery. We have 20 science per age for every science building constructed, and 10% culture towards studying civic masteries as our mementos. And we're playing Britain, and we're hoping to get the most use out of this bad boy right here, the financial center. 2 gold and 2 science for every connected settlement. We have quite a few settlements, so if we're able to connect them all up, it's going to do great. Let's pop in our legacies and see the direction that this era is going to take us. We did previously get the Enlightenment Golden Age, so we're going to take that, of course. And I think it's just going to make the most sense to go 3 science per turn for each quarter and use up our wild card that way. We're going to let Miletos be the capital this time. And what else do we want to pick up? Definitely a Diplo attribute point and an expansionist attribute point. That should be everything that we need. Let's confirm those bad boys in. That gives us 300 science per turn at the start here. We're going to jump in and grab this for when we get our alliances back up. Food per age on warehouse buildings is 99 food. It's quite a bit. I want to be upgrading things to cities. I'm too poor. It'll have to wait a turn, but we'll get there. Production here, well, everything at the beginning of this era takes a lot. I think a grocer for some growth is going to be very important. We might as well put it here in the city center for right now. And we have so many things we need to do. London needs things. Let's put some happiness down here in Baghdad. A happiness here in London to pick it up. We are kind of incredibly super unhappy. We're going to need to fix that issue. We're under our settlement limit, aren't we? Yeah, we're 2 under the settlement limit, so I don't know why we're so unhappy. No, we're over the settlement. No, it's just because we have so many buildings. Ah, that's what it is. That would be it. And if we look, we were able to boost 1, 2, 3. We should have 4. 4 boosts. I only see 3. Well, we're going to start with academies either way. We're going to get that boosted. It takes a turn. And we're going to jump straight into our financial center and stuff to get that rolling. As far as this goes, I'm going to put in Xenia. We've been keeping that running this whole game. Science and towns, and we're going to go sales and trade. 3 gold and science for each resource assigned to cities with at least 8 urban pop. No. No. City of Peace. All buildings receive a +1 science adjacency with the city hall and the palace. That's much better. Now we're up to 454. Double the science of anybody else in the game right now. You, sir, we're going to need to get your sawmill and your grist mill up, London. You need the production. And then everybody else, you're going to go to sleep. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through here, and I'm going to set up all of my places as hub towns to go ahead and grab all the influence that we can grab per turn, because we want to make sure that we have enough influence to start grabbing city-states next turn as they come up. Our goal for this age is to get up to laboratories, but we also want to just be grabbing like our port, our ironworks, things like that. So I'm going to grab this steam engine here. Then we're going to move into... I wish we could shift click. Why isn't that part of the game? Fine. We're going to jump up here to laboratory first, I guess. And we're going to come into Athens now. Finally get you upgraded back into the city that you should be. There is a plus 14 schoolhouse here, so we're just going to pop that in there. And as far as governments go, we're going straight into elective republic. Get ourselves all the science and culture that we can. 3 happiness in all settlements for sure. That's going to give us a lot more happiness in the long run. Because we have so many settlements. Oh no, I forgot to start making friends with city-states. Well, we have a science, culture, military. We have so many cultures. Well, let's go ahead and start grabbing a few of these. Let's go for the furthest away ones first and hope that we can get those before the AI kills them. There's another science one. I'll grab it. We're gonna need the influence though to get all of these. That's so many city-states. There is a science one over here. We'll grab you. And we're 2 turns away from the next one. It takes a while. A plus 11 schoolhouse here. And we're kind of just saving up gold to convert our cities over again. And we need to start getting our civic masteries in to get all of those bonuses. Because it's now 246 per city per civic mastery, which is a lot. We're also going to need to get some, make sure that we save up enough money to get quite a few merchants out. Because we need to check our connections. We have 6 connected settlements here. Olympia, Tenu, Nossos, Corinthos. You're not even connected to Athens. Oh, you're connected to Athens. Okay. You're not connected to Baghdad. You're not connected to quite a few places. So we're going to need to get those connections up so that we can get all the gold. All of the gold, all of the science per turn. Mason Kani. I'm already working on Monaco. Let's grab these guys. Pahasapa. And our specialists get unlocked again. That should give us quite a bit of science. As well. Electricity 2 is going to come in next. Nah, let's just get the steam engine so we can get our, you know what? Let's go for culture so we can get some more culture. Let's go for steam engine so we can get our merchants. We need them running. Dissatisfied with it all. 500 culture. Yes, that cuts 3 turns off. We love to see that. I think we'll do Inuit next as our next city-state that we start unlock. 500 culture from this here city-state. Happy to have that. Let's jump straight into Pax Britannica 2. Another 500 culture from you. Boost that up to 4 turns. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Did I already start working on Mason Coney? No. Or Stone Town? No. This isn't even like a fully dedicated city-state build, and we're still getting so many useful bonuses off of city-states. Don't kill Herat. Come on. Let me have at least some of them, please. There's Battersea. We're going to probably build that. Science on science building. Gold on gold buildings. London can start building some things. Let there be a light. 8 attacks of quill against your forehead. Willing a breakthrough to spring forth. Electricity powers machines and provides light. But there must be more innovative ways to use it. 3 gold on the Opera House, 3 culture on the laboratory. Yes. Culture on the lab. We're going for that for sure. Athens gets the production. Then we're going to go Steam Engine 2. All right, London. Oh, not London. Whoops. Baghdad. Let's start getting the exchange. Where's the best adjacency I can grab for you? We'll put you there. And it's time for you to build... I mean, honestly, Ironworks wouldn't be so bad. Let's go ahead and get that rolling. Let's try to get Battersea. We just picked up our first Civic Mastery. So we should see a pretty large jump up in science per turn. Yep, we're up to 513, 528. We are getting 6 per turn from completed civic masteries. We're going to see that 1, 2, 3 across 3 cities right now. That'll get better as we go along. The big thing is I just need cash. We're poor. We're a little cash poor. It's expensive to turn places into cities as the British. Line infantry is fantastic. I'm happy to have that. Let's keep boosting up our specialists a bit. Who did you clear? Whatever these guys were. All right, they're starting to take my city-states now. Starting to disperse them. 3 production on science buildings, but -9 gold. Yeah, we got to take that production. We're going to really hurt for gold for a little bit, but once we start getting our, whatchamacallit, what is it called? Where did I put it? Royal exchanges down. That'll pick it up. I'm going to send my first trade route to go up here to Ibn Battuta. I want him to start liking us more. So I'm going to send research collab up to you. Cultural exchange over to you. And then I also want to make sure that I buy yet another merchant and send it over to Napoleon. I want both of them to be my allies. Science buildings receive +1 science. Receive a free technology. That's going to be better for right now. Build a launch pad. That's going to take a little while. Museums, social policy. Our culture buildings receive culture. That's fantastic. Combustion is done. Social policy slot is really good. Combustion mastery is done. And we can throw horses into Athens. Try to get its happiness back up. Social policy slot, let's go towards the endeavors. And we're back up to 575 science. We're way ahead of everybody scientifically. We're middle of the road culturally, though, unfortunately. We're gonna pick that up really quickly, though, as our city-states come online. All right, Napoleon, will you be my friend? All right, good. We're going to see our yield skyrocket after that. Yep, 740 on the science front. That's fantastic. Yeah, once we start getting these alliances in, we're going to see things really start to take off. I need more trade routes to you, if possible. We just finished Society of Antiquaries. We're going to jump into chartered companies next. We got a line infantry, fantastic. And as far as celebrations go, let's go for more culture. Just keep rolling the culture as much as we can. I don't, oh no, I have to place something. We might as well put proceedings in for now. I don't have any great works yet, but they will come. I need a manufactory. And I want it somewhere with high adjacencies. This is probably going to be the best adjacencies that I can get for it. Let's send this up to Carthage, make Battuta like us even more. Orders touching, you dispersed an independent power, that's why you don't like us. But if I can just get enough trade sent up to you, you would like us. Augustus is also trading with us too. That should increase his opinion of us. Settlement limit goes up. I could probably send some settlers around. Let's jump into flight. Quickly get that rolling. And Thene, let's send you there. And he'll take an alliance with us, I think. So let's form that alliance right there. We'll see our yield skyrocket yet again. 936. Okay. It's really very good. We need to start working on someone else to see if they won't hate us a little bit less. Honestly, I would pretty happily reconcile with you, but we don't hate each other enough. Maybe we can just send some trade routes his way. How much? 1,200 to make you a city? I think Aser is going to be the one we make a city next. Oranges, that's a factory bonus. Combat strength for infantries. What's next? We're working on Battersea. We're kind of just waiting until we can get our science really rolling. Now Ben Franklin likes us. If we can send some stuff his way, he'll like us even more. There's Battersea. That gives us 2 naval units for the price of 1, and it's okay. We get a 500 culture there. That's more than a turn's worth of culture. We get 1,000 gold there. We should get another 1,000 gold here. You give us an artifact, please. That completes urbanization for us. We should have gotten 2. I don't know why it only gave us 1. Well, either way, we have enough gold. We can start converting cities. So let's bump you up, make you a city, and let's bump you up. 1950 next turn. We can do it next turn. Well, Osser, you're going to get your manufactory. No, you're going to get your manufactory right there. Osser, nope, not Osser yet. Well, let's actually try for like an Oxford or something. We'll pop it there and see what we can't get. Now, you get a manufactory. I can get 7 plus 1 there, so we'll just put you there. 11 turns is a while, but we can knock it down to 10. Osser can't get anything for a little while yet. 1950 to make you a city. Send you to Pataliputra. Okay, look at you. You'll ally me too? Oh my god, our yields are going to go nuts. 1,156. Yes, turn 24. 1,000 science per turn. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And our gold is also starting to skyrocket pretty far too. Our happiness is also through the roof here. That Diplo attribute thing for alliances, it's a little too strong, game. Might be a little bit too strong. I'm gonna start getting merchants here in Baghdad because I need to get it connected to a bunch of different settlements. You're converted up. Let's go ahead and get your manufactory right here. Now, we're not really worried about the culture side of things. I'm not shooting for those artifacts. The explorer for England feels a little tacked on. It doesn't really mesh with the rest of their kit. I get what they're going for, right? I understand it. I get what they're going for, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it should be what it is. Ben Frankie, he's stealing from us. Oh. Open Air Museum provides 5 culture, 2 science, 2 culture, 2 gold. We might as well. No. We'll go ethnology so we can quickly get museums up. 3 gold on each building in towns. We can certainly replace proceedings with East India Company for sure. Do we go for flight 2? Why not? Splendid isolation comes in next. You know what? No, we don't need that. We don't need that. So let's go for natural history so we can get the mastery on it. Then we're going to go for globalism to get the mastery on that. It's time for us to search for our masteries. We're going to get at least 4K science, I'm sure. Another city-state. And we're going to go for the shore battery. That's a lot of production if a city's next to the coast. That gave us flight 2, which is sick. So let's just click up to aerodynamics. Even more city-states coming online as we get these guys. Open Air Museum. That unlocks this tech. Mass production is done. Natural History 2 comes in next. We got that. Let's get the Royal Exchange here. And we're gonna see numbers moving northward very soon. Who joined Democracy? Napoleon. Okay, well, that gives us a little bit of an incentive to join Democracy. City-state bonus. 5% science for every city-state you're suzerain of. Blam, 548 science. That finishes Natural History 2 as well. That gives us more science per turn 2. We're actually at 1609 instead of the 1209 you see here. That's a false number. We're going to jump down here and go towards preservation societies and globalism. If we look at our cities, you will see that we are now getting 12 yields from civics mastered. So that's just 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 60 added to our total here. I think what we should do here in Baghdad is for a couple of turns, we'll build a few merchants. Baghdad has finished its financial center. It is now time for us to get those connections up to give us the science and the gold. So right now we're getting 8 science, 8 gold off of this, and I'd like to see it get even higher. Radio is done. We got another city-state. I think we're going to go for branch office here for the extra 200 gold per turn. Radio 2 is finished. We got another city-state. Let's go for gold buildings receive 1. No, rare metals. Let's go for rare metals. That's mobilization done. And we're basically done with the tech tree. We're already up here. So yeah, it's turn 31 and we're pretty much finished up with the tech tree. Let's go for 20% more science. And then land heritage. Happiness on mountains, culture on natural wonders. London, let's put this inside of you. 63. Actually, you need to go inside of Athens. Yeah, get you set up as a hub town. If anybody ever declares war on us, we're going to have so much influence to shoot down their war support so far. Okay, no trade routes. We need to start connecting settlements here. So we're going to connect up to you. That should update next turn. We should see that go up to 5. If it doesn't go up to 5, I'm going to be a little upset. Yeah, it went up. Okay. Went up to 9. Oxford is done. Jeez. Okay. 2 free techs there. We got Battersea and Oxford. And we've got our financial district right there. We might as well come in here and purchase. Boom. And you're kind of going to do the same thing that the other city is doing. And you're going to build yourself quite a few merchants to get those connections up. Where's merchant? There we go. Build yourself a few merchants to get those connections up. This is up to 9 connections now. That should be 18 gold and 18 science coming off of this. We have a wildcard attribute. And honestly, we're going to pop that right in here. 3 times 6 is, oh my God, my brain. 3 times 5 is 15. 18 times 1, 2, 3. 18 times 3. Woo! And you'll see how good, you start to see how good that attribute point is. It's way better than all the others, honestly. I slept on it for so long, and I thought like, oh, I'll just go for the science. We'll get all the science. No, you need production too. No matter how much science you get, you're going to need production on it as well. We've got a ton of gold coming in, so we might as well upgrade you. Get you working on your royal exchange here. And then we'll come in here and we'll purchase the manufactory there to give you a little bit of production to boost that up. That gives us even more science. You merchant. Let's connect you to Knossos. Are you already connected to Knossos? Yeah, you're also connected to Are you connected to Corinthos? Okay, let's do that connection like that and see what it does next turn. Augustus joins fascism and he settled too close to our capital. Where did you settle? I don't even know where you settled, sir. And it still says it's connected to 9. Maybe that's the best I can get it to be right now. Laboratory is going to go down right there, plus 12. We're getting 1,000 science per turn. Let's trade with Ying Chan. That'll make him like us a little bit more. Maybe we can improve. Yeah, that'll make him like us just a little bit more too. We want him to like us. We want him to want to be our friend. Then we can ally with him and get lots of money that way. Berlin this time. Yeah, he's neutral now. Even though he joined fascism and all of our allies are in other things, at least he's neutral at the moment. Freddie doesn't like us though, which is a shame. He rejected our stuff. She rejected our stuff too. Gross. All right. Gross, gross, gross. These city connection things are like an absolute mystery to me. I am not 100% sure how this works. But I'll trade with you to make you like us a little bit more. Maybe you'll give us stuff. Okay, good. We're getting some wine from them, but we got nowhere to put it. That's a good problem to have. I would also like to pop a port right there. That should give us some connections to the capital and stuff. If I can put a port also down here. Where are you? 2908. That's expensive, but next turn we'll be able to get it. Let's increase our trade limit with Freddy. And we have another merchant being built. We'll send you to Bach. Flickers in the dark. Dive bombers. Heavy bombers. If anybody goes to war with us, it's heavy bombers we're going to want to build anyway. Aerodrome. Oh, you're expensive, bro. But let's throw you there. That way, when this merchant is done, we can start on our first project. We're going to go into rocketry next. It's 6 turns away. It won't be 6 turns forever, though. That will get buffed. We are still, like, miles ahead of the nearest AI. Science-wise. No one is even close. How long will it take you to build a port? 10 turns is too long. Let's go ahead and build a schoolhouse on top of you. And we're going to purchase the port. Too nice. Still, so expensive. Darn, it's annoying. Can I connect you? It says that it's connected to Baghdad. What about Knossos? Yes. Corinthos? Yes. Yes. Can I connect you up to Bogota? What would happen if I do this? No? Can't do it because it belongs to somebody else. What about Asser? Are you connected to Asser? Yeah. Yeah, that went up 1. Went up to 9. Who is this? Baghdad. You are going to go for transoceanic flight. And let's send... I need to improve trade relations with you. And let's send you down to Augustus. Kamenu. Makes him neutral again. What do I want here? Ironworks would be strong. So let's get it. Make sure we're getting our production in. We can now get the port over here in so let's do that. I don't know how to connect these back. I really thought it was the port that would connect it to the capital. These town connections, they're mysterious. They're hard to understand. But they work somehow. Some way they happen. They work. We are going to start building Break the Sound Barrier here in London, while Baghdad is working on its transoceanic flight. Pretty soon we'll be able to get the satellite launched. It won't take that long. I could throw down a couple more settlements too if I wanted to. Like, I've longed for this settlement over Vienna. Why didn't I take Vienna? She thought she was gonna get that, but she's not. She thought she might have a chance, but she doesn't. That's so ridiculous. I was able to go from nothing to beating someone who only had 7 turns left. Oh, what do I do here? There's just so many things to build. So many things I don't know what to do with. Let's throw that down there. And we have a free social policy slot. We can go 60 culture for less -30 happiness. Yes, the science doesn't matter too much right now, right? The science isn't adding too much to us. The culture is going to get us more science in the long run as we level up our settlements into cities. Someone just stole 6,000 worth of science. Catherine, you just stole 12 turns worth of science off of me. And that's a bit of a bummer. Well, we're going to come in here. We're going to build our launch pad here. That way we can start doing our stuff. We can also build a launch pad down here. Where is it? Launch pad. And just overwrite that. That's 2 of them. Narrative choice. The future of Ada's legacy is 1 rocket closer to the moon. What comes after that remains to be discovered. 1 scientific attribute point. We jump right in here. Boom. 100 extra science per turn. 2,400. And let's finish up these masteries and then start future teching. It's what, turn 30 and we're already future teching? 44. Turn 44 and we're already future teching. Feels good. What can I say? I took Vienna away from Catherine. Now she's really mad about that. But she can suck an egg. She can be mad about that. I'm going to take that city-state and be happy about it. We are getting so much science, so much culture, so much happiness, so much everything from just having those city-states. This is an easy victory, an easy coast to the win here, I think. That was a civic mastery done. Nope. Nope, just the regular civic done. Well, let's work on the mastery now. And then we're going to work our way up here. And then we're going to work our way into this. And then we're going to go into future civic. And then the game's going to be over by then. Aerodynamics comes next. Honestly, let's get museums and stuff down. I think it's about time. Communism for Ibn. Everybody's in something different. Freddy does the first milestone for Geographic Society, but we're about to complete like two whole milestones on the science path in one turn. Let's pop a settler down into Bristol here. Finally, we have this settlement connected up. It's connected to 9 different settlements. You're up to 10 settlements now. That's even more science and gold per turn. What do I need to connect you? I should probably make you a city, honestly. Let's upgrade you. And upgrading that to a city gives us even more of this yield from civic masteries. And we can put some resources in, but we don't have them. I have factories and railroads and stuff I should probably be putting down. I should probably be dealing with those, but I'm just more interested in finishing this game up. We're still at least 3 times higher than the next highest science civ. And there's really nothing they can do at this point that like threatens me or threatens to win the game. So I'm kind of just coasting here until the end. Clicking on things to just click on them. That's Space Race and Space Race. Globalism is teched. Aerodynamics is teched. We're going to jump over into this mastery now. 12 turns, no. Let's go into this mastery. We just need to do what? Do the satellite? No, yeah, we need to do the satellite, then the crewed space. How long will you take to do the satellite? 7 turns. How long do you take to do the satellite? 10 turns? Why are you more? Well, then we'll put it here. 7 turns. Let's try to get a wonder or something over here. The Red Fort, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we do this. I need to replace some production here. Future tech all the way, too. Era's 34% done, and we're already future teching. Olympia becomes a city, gives us more science. Whoa, did I lose my alliance with Ibn Battuta? Why? Why would he just decide to end our relationship? I don't like that, because I'm losing some yields off of that. Let's try to send him a merchant to get that back up, I guess. Augustus declares war on Napoleon. Oh, no. No, no, no. I don't like that. That means I'm gonna have to join the war on Napoleon's side, which means I'm gonna have to war Augustus. Augustus is allied with my ally. Who are you at war with? Let's support Napoleon and let's see what happens to Benjamin. And we're just gonna support our war all the way up to the moon so that he suffers horrible, horrible, horrible consequences. And honestly, I'm just gonna upgrade all of our units. We've got infantry company, AT guns. We could probably upgrade further than that. New radio setups are deployed to key military communications officers, but not everyone finds the manual accessible. Morse code. That's what Ada would choose. She would choose Morse code. This way I'm keeping 1 alliance, hopefully at least 2 alliances. Benjamin, don't declare war on us. Benjamin declares war on Napoleon, but we're allied. So what will that do with us? It's going to force me to war him, which is going to cause us to lose yields. If I support Benjamin, what happens to Napoleon? If I support Benjamin, what happens to my war with Rome? With Augustus, I mean. What are you, Prussia? Well, I lost so many of my bonuses there. It's unfortunate. Let's try to get our alliance with Ibn back so that I can... He's declared war on Benjamin, so that means he's probably gonna like us even more. I want to try to get our stuff back so that we can build things a little faster. We were really very dependent upon those yields. We've now dropped below 2k science. There's our first future tech down. 11 turns till the next one, and we're kind of just waiting here until we can kill some things. Unfortunately, it looks like Vienna's gonna die, and maybe this is gonna die. I'm gonna lose some city-states here. We've got 3 turns until this goes up. We have a wildcard attribute point we can put in. Let's jump down here and pop it back into this. 21 times 2 is 40, or 21 times 1, I guess. 42% yields, or 21% yields. Blah. I can overrun this unit, which is really good for me. I don't have to kill all those units. I can overrun this too if I need to. Oh, no, you don't. You're not gonna take me. You did 1 damage, sir. There goes Vienna. Darn it. And Punaka, that's 2 city-states I lost. That's a significant amount of losses. I'm a little upset by it, but there's not much I can do about it. Let's go to Nationalism 2. We're going to come down here and start shooting. We're gonna come here and start shooting here. You need to kill this. Hit this, soak you up. Hit this, soak you up. Who are you at war with? Catherine? Okay, I'll support you against Catherine. Ally me, thank you. That gets my yield back up, finally, thank goodness. Back up to where I want them, at least. No, don't take any more city-states. Every city-state I lose is a significant loss. It takes quite a bit off of my time. Okay, space race. That's the space rocket launch. And what can we do now? Crewed spaceflight is 14 turns. In this city, and in this city it is 17 turns. So it's going to have to be down in London. Let's crewed space flight. You know what? Let's spend some money on some production down here. We're going to have to wait a turn or two to get some production down there, but we'll do it. Oh, another city-state. The Inuit are gone. Stop! You're being oppressive. Stop oppressing me. It's painful. I need to protect against these attacks. At this point, I'm kind of just like, okay, what do I place? Oh, I can place the red fort. Okay, place the red fort. And it's like waiting for the war to end, just waiting for these 12 turns to go away. If he wanted peace next turn, I'd happily give it to him, just to prevent my entire empire from falling here. I don't think he's gonna take me, but I don't want to spend the time defending. Does that make sense? I guess, like, I don't want to click. I just want to be done. I've won this game, right? Look at my yields compared to everybody else's. I've won this game. They've been like this for a very long time, so I'm done, right? That's even more science per turn for us. We like to see that. I'm going to run into capitalism mastery next. 1 turn on you, big boy. You. Peace. Peace. Will you give me this? Yes. 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 Will you give me that? No, no Dusseldorf. What about Frankfurt? No, no Frankfurt. Okay, let's get a whole bunch of settlements from you in a war that you were actually doing better than me in. I'll just grab a whole bunch of places from you. This, My old city-state. My old city-state. Yeah, I wish I could release city-states. If I could, I wish I could liberate city-states this game. Bring my city-states back. Let them exist on the map again. They deserve it. They were good little city-states. Lisbon is just free and waiting for someone to come in and befriend them. I didn't realize. Kumasi also just hanging out, waiting for a friend to come in and show them the light, show them the way of things. Well, then that'll be, that friend will be us. We'll do that for them. And the Doi Sutep gives us a lot of culture, gives us a lot of gold for city-states. And have I built this before? Maybe not on camera. Definitely off camera I have. And ta-da! Little balloons. Love it. Looks nice. But yeah, it gives us 5 culture, 5 gold for every city-state we're suited of. That's going to be quite a bit. Kumasi. I can't get you yet. But soon, Kumasi. Soon you'll be our friend. Soon you'll be ours. 10 turns. What can I get? Let's go ahead and purchase your rail station. No, it's still too expensive. Darn you. Well, let's get a military academy right here. Right in the center of the city. That drops that down a turn, a full turn faster. Speaking of, I need to pay attention. Yeah, Geographic Society is catching up. Freddy might soon be there. I don't want to get caught unawares. I feel like more than any other era in the game, the modern era is just the era of click things. Click things and click through. Future Tech number 2. And Benji will give us peace. He won't give us a city for it, but he'll give us peace. I didn't want to be at war with you anyway. I would much rather just be your friend. Let's jump in here, and I guess we'll put this into science. But honestly, the Diplo is worth more now. So we're going to put it into that. More future tech. And finally, we may come in here and purchase our rail station. And after the rail station, how expensive is it for a factory? Very expensive. It is very expensive. As Britain thrives, more and more young men and women lobby for a place in its hallowed institution, but elites worry that if the country's future leaders are forced to mingle with the common rabble, before long an Oxford education won't mean what it used to. 3 gold in all settlements, but 3 gold in all settlements, sure. Who cares about that happiness? I have a lot. Economic attribute point as well. I don't know what good this is gonna do. Actually, that's pretty big. 15% towards gold purchasing is not going to let me buy this turn, but next turn for sure. Let's find some productive tiles. You start on the Eiffel. Giant hurricane rolling through, destroying things that I don't want it to destroy. You just grab the Taj. Gross, disgusting hurricane. Didn't damage any tiles, though. That's really lucky. Yeah, sit over top of this city and wreck it. Make Caesar suffer. For the idiot invaded me. Alright, there's our factory. We can now throw in some factory resources. That's land units, growth, heal, culture, naval units. Honestly, I wanted just straight up production here, and it's gonna have to be the whales that give me that production, and I guess elephants gives me a little bit of production. That cuts that down to 6 turns. There's probably more productive buildings I can buy. I am putting everything I can into London. I've got all the factories, department stores, everything, shore batteries that I can think of here to give it some production. And we're still not there yet. 4 full turns. We're gonna finish by 71. I mean, we're so far ahead of everybody else that I'm not in danger of losing. The highest is Geographic Society with 9 out of 15 points. They're gonna have to build the wonder and get 6 more things within the next 3 turns. That's not gonna happen. We didn't get as high as I wanted Ada to get. I can see her get a lot higher than this. But honestly, I think this is a fairly good representation of what she does. Around the middle of the age, whatever age you're in, she sort of takes off and rolls over everybody. Oh, I forgot to get Kumasi. I'm dumb. Kumasi, be my friend. Maybe we can befriend it before the end of the era. What are they going to do if they add another era? What are they going to do here to this modern era? Because you get so many high yields here. Freddy was the threat this game, and we significantly outclassed him, like significantly. And I think the science buff on this quarter here has made a pretty big difference. Usually it just gave you money and you felt like, oh, like, well, yeah, I got a lot of money out of it, but what else am I getting? Because Britain's money is tied up a lot in making cities, right? So you felt like, you know, oh, I've got money, but what am I doing with that money? Well, no, I don't want to. That's an extra click. That's an extra click I would have had to do. Now you're not just getting money, you're also getting science. And I think they did that specifically for Ada herself. Because if you're playing Britain, you're probably playing Ada. Otherwise, there's no real reason to play as Britain. I don't think they're very good at the culture victory. I don't think they're very good at military victory. They're probably the best at the factory victory, right? But we did it. Modern completed. For the second time as Ada, I've completed the modern era here. And I feel like we did okay. The game's choices for Ada are just okay. I feel like if you played better civs, the Han, or the Ming, or Maya, into, I don't know what we would do for modern, probably Russia, you would do better. But they give you a serviceable choice of civs to play as for Miss Lovelace here. We did it. It feels good. Unfortunately, it feels terrible because we don't get any super nice achievement, because for some reason the DLC civs don't have achievements, which sucks. But we did it. Everybody, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.